Welcome to the module on developing reports. In this lesson, we will see a continuation of creating various reports in Apex. Let's get started. In this video, you will learn how to create smart filters, faceted search, and cards in Apex.
Faceted search is often seen on e-commerce or sales websites. The end user can set filters using facets on the left or upper side of the screen. A facet shows possible values together with the occurrence count within the result set. When an end user changes a facet, the results, the dependent facets, and the occurrence counts refresh immediately. On the screen, you can see a classic report of the projects table on the right and the facets related to this table on the left. Let's review the steps involved in creating a faceted search. On your application homepage, you click on Create Page and select Faceted Search. Specify the page attributes, select the data source for the page, select your navigation preference, and then you need to select the faceted search display view as either reports or cards. Select the facets to include on the page. Finally, click on Create Page. Now let's switch to the Apex workspace and see a demo on how to create a faceted search page. I have a sample application open in my workspace. So to create a faceted search page, I click on Create Page, and here I select Faceted Search. Specify the page attributes, name, the data source. Select a data source for the page. You can create a faceted search page for tables and SQL queries, for local database, REST-enabled SQL service, and the REST data sources. For table, I select the projects table. For navigation, select your preferred breadcrumb and navigation and click on Next. Now, for local tables, Apex maintains a dictionary cache containing information about the table columns, foreign keys, and the actual data. Based on this cache, Apex can propose appropriate facets and then create them automatically for you. Select the facets to include in the report. Here, I leave the default and select all the facets. Facets display as checkbox facets for each of the columns, which are grouped so that it looks like a single facet. Facet recommendations are based on statistics of data in your table. Click Refresh to refresh the column statistics to provide better recommendation. Then finally, click on Create Page. Let us save and run the page. Here, you can see a faceted search page features a faceted search region and a report. The search region is displayed on the left side of the page and enables users to narrow down the search result by selecting the facet values. Narrowing the search result makes it easier for users to find the desired data. The right side of the page features a search results region, which can be displayed as a classic report or cards report. Now, let's take a look on cards. A cards page features colorful blocks which resemble index cards laid out on a page. A cards report region declaratively supports customizations of layout and appearance and the inclusion of icons, badges, media, and actions. Use cards to embed and share media source from a blob column, URL, or video in an iframe. On the screen, you can see an example of a cards page built on the projects table. Each card can display a variety of information pulled from the columns in the underlying table. Both the Create Application Wizard and the Create Page Wizard support the creation of cards. Now let's go ahead and create a cards region in the Apex workspace. Now I have a sample application open in my workspace homepage. To create the cards page, I click on Create Page and select Cards as component. Enter a name for the cards page. Select the data source. I'm going to select a local database table called Projects. Enter the preferred navigation and click on Next. Here you can choose from a different cards layout. I'll accept the default grid layout, and you can edit the title column, body column, icon initials column, and back column. I'll accept the default values and click on Create Page. When you click on Save and Run page, you can see the projects laid out in tiles, and each tile has information about the project title and the task name. Now we can edit these card attributes further. To do so, click on Edit Page. Select the card regions by navigating to the rendering tree, and under Body, select the cards region. And then in the Property Editor on the right, click on Attributes tab. Here, you can edit all the cards attributes. The attributes are segregated into groups, and you can either filter the group by entering the group name here, which will filter the group for you, or you can click on this down arrow and select the group that you want to edit. Let's go ahead and edit some attributes. So I'll add a subtitle column as task name, and I'll change the body column as status. Under media, you also have an option of advanced formatting. Advanced formatting option enables support for HTML expressions and supported substitution strings. Now, this advanced formatting option allows all free-form text attributes such as CSS classes, icon or image description or badge label support column substitutions through standard substitution string syntax. I'm going to enter an advanced formatting HTML expression. Here I've used a substitution string for start date, end date, budget and cost. Now click on Save and run the page. Here you can see that the cards are updated. To display a title and subtitle, here you can see the advanced formatting HTML text that we entered. You can even you can customize these cards further by adding an icon, badge and so on. A smart filter page features a single search field with filters at the top of the page and a report at the bottom. Each filter is displayed as a suggestion chip with a single count of how often the specific suggestion value occurs. You can create a smart filters page with either the Create Application wizard or the Create Page wizard, or you can add a smart filters region to an existing report in the page designer. On the screen, you can see an example of a smart filters page built on the projects table. Let us see a demo on creating a smart filters page. I have the sample application page open in my workspace. Here I'll click on Create Page and choose Smart Filters as the component. Enter a name for the page. Select a data source for the page. You can create Smart Filters page for tables and SQL queries. For local database, REST enables SQL service and REST data source. For this demo, I'll accept the default local database table option and select a table name or projects. Select the navigation preference and click on Next. For display as, you can either choose to be displayed as a report or card. Select the filters to include in the report. Filters display as suggestion chips, filters in the drop-down list or optionally on the More Filters list at runtime. Filter recommendations are based on statistics of data in your table. You can click on Refresh to refresh the column statistics to provide better recommendations, and then click on Create Page. Let's save and run the page. Here you can see the suggestion chips that are displayed beneath the search field. Selecting on one suggestion chip will automatically filter the report below. While a smart filters page behaves similarly to a faceted search page, it features a more space-efficient layout. Clicking on the filtered suggestion chip will display the values of that column, and you can further filter the names. For example, you can see that the values are updated accordingly. Now let's say I want to add a new smart filter. To do this, I'll edit the page. Now let's assume that the status filter is missing and we want to create the new filter. To do so, locate the filters region in the rendering tree. Right click on filters, select create filter, ensure that the new filter is selected, and update the attributes in the property editor. So I'm going to enter the name as status. For type, I'm going to accept the default checkbox group. Under list of values for type, select distinct values. Under Source, ensure that the database column is status. Click on Save and run the page. The new filter is displayed along with the other smart filters.
To summarize, in this lesson, you learned how to create a faceted search, cards, and a smart filter in an Apex application. I hope you learned something useful. Thank you for watching.